That's just how it is.
We'll
So
have to see. It's gotten picked up a lot, actually. Oh, there
there
it
you
is.
go.
There's the
There you
Zeus.
go.
I
Yeah,
like
this
that.
this crazy draft has a ridiculous amount of synergy between their heroes. You have the ET taking everybody's magic damage down to zero. The magic resistance, I should say, down to zero with the Zeus. You have the ET to set up for the Bloodseeker Bloodright. You have the ET to set up for the Zeus Nimbus. You have the Earth Spirit plus the Bloodseeker combo. You have the amplification of the Bloodseeker Q, which does spell damage amplification with the Zeus. Like this is an amazing draft, I think, from Crazy. And then you have the Zeus, of course, to counter the Terrorblade, and the Zeus to counter the Earthshaker Blink Dagger. And there's no backline jumpers on Zoomers right now. They need a backline jumper.
Who hits the towers though, Jenkins?
That's a very good point, a very solid point. And I believe that is the one thing that Crazy actually needs to pick in order to...
I would say it's definitely the one thing they need to pick. They need someone who's going to be able to hit towers hard and who's going to be able to take advantage of it fairly early on too, because otherwise the later that this goes, the worse it becomes for Crazy.
Well, I know we saw it earlier and it didn't exactly work, but there still is the Drow versus the TB. You have this Undying Tombstone that you're going to be able to kill very quickly with the ranged hero.
But you don't have enough beef in front of her, I don't think, is the problem. You still have people who are going to be able to get into the back lines. Nature's Prophet comes in, depending on what position he's in. He's got the Orchid, immediately just, jumps on her. You've got an Earthshaker. And again, it's all going to come down to, can Bryle, assuming that that's going to be, a mid-Zeus, can he get the jump on everyone else beforehand? And also, I've seen Earthshakers that just walk into these fights, or that they have, just a Force Staff. They don't need that blink. It doesn't matter to them.
I think if Monkeys changes his build on... Or Monkeys, what am I talking about? If we see a different build from what Monkeys did on the Bloodseeker, then the Bloodseeker is a great frontliner. Monkeys went for this like phase boots into Yule's build, which is what Zai did on Secret when he first picked it. That's not what Zai does anymore. There's all sorts of different builds that people are doing on Bloodseeker. There's like Greaves, Heaven's Halberd, this sort of kind of tanky frontlining build, and you have 30 armor at level 15. It's completely absurd how tanky this hero is if you go for that build.
But then don't you start to still run into the issue of not having enough damage once I get BKBs?
I don't know. It's like BKBs are too... When they run out of duration, like sure, for the first few BKBs, that's true, but they run out of duration eventually, and it's really not a big deal. And like Zeus does too much magic damage that like a BKB is not
it's not perfect. No,
solution.
But somebody's got to get a pipe for sure. You're going to see a Glimmer Cape probably get picked up on one of these guys. But I'm concerned, with the idea if you take this Bloodseeker, you make him very, very tanky, and all you have really is this Drow who's dishing out the physical damage. Is that going to be enough though? Like that's the thing for me that I'm worried about Crazy's draft.
Honestly, I feel like the Drow would thinking more about this hero. Like the Drow would be overkill. They already have the ET to take the armor of the TB down to 0, so I don't see a reason to double down on that. I don't think you need to counter the Drow. I don't think you need to counter the TB anymore either because you have the Zeus. So I think you just pick a hero that's... The Arc Warden would have been really good because it defends towers and it's good against the other heroes. Like you're never going to die to a Nature's Earthshaker. So let's see. What else can they pick that's kind of like this? Sven is pretty solid.
Yeah, he's still available. They go for the HFN Troll, though. Okay.
Sure. I mean,
I don't love it, but...
It's good in lane. The thing is, like, all you need to worry about is countering these other heroes and just having a good game in general. Because TB's already solved. TB's not a hero, period.
Right.
Like, he's going to need 2 or 3 item advantage to be a hero. Sammy's going to need to play out of his mind, which he's more than capable. I mean, it's probably his best hero, but it's a really difficult TB game. There's 4 counters and then a troll. And even troll has whirling axes for all the illusions, so...
You may now select your...
So this is a mid-natures. Okay. Mid-natures. Monkey's Clockwork as a 3. I guess that gets it online pretty fast, so that way they can start making moves over onto the Zeus and try to make Bryle's life pretty miserable.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's like you need some sort of backline jumper, and with the Nature's mid plus the TB, you are doubling down on, and Undying to some degree, you're doubling down on this like 5-man and tower push that you can do. But Man, I'm like 70-30 for Crazy's draft. I feel like their draft is what I saw in like the Zoomers draft in the previous game, where it's just an immense amount of synergy while also having counters to Zoomer heroes. This is going to be hard.
I think I would have wanted to see something just a little bit different out of Zoomers. I'm not super sold on the position 3 clockwork. I'm not a huge fan of the position 5 Undying. I know that you really, really like that, but it has not been super successful in a lot of the matches that we watched in the past month. And then Gunner's good on the Nature's Prophet, but I just feel like he can do more on just with different heroes. I don't know. For me right now, Crazy is looking very, very good. But, you know, it's not over until it's over. So maybe Zoomers, they know exactly how they want to play. Maybe we're going to see some just real sick ultis coming out from Ocean's Earthshaker. This guy's really good. He's also going to be able to gank mid very often, put a lot of pressure onto Bryle. So we'll have to see. Again, a lot of it, I feel, too, comes down to, will Monkeys have a good lane? If Monkeys has a good lane, he's able to put pressure out onto the map early. I think they have a pretty good chance. But Crazy's draft just makes a little bit more sense to me right now.
Yeah, I agree. The one thing that I do have put a lot of value in, though, for Zoomers is that they are on comfort heroes. So
that's true.
I think this looks a lot better than the first game, where we saw them picking a draft that wasn't necessarily the heroes that they wanted to pick, and more so it was like what the enemies were.
Owie activating his trap card.
Yes, exactly. So I do like this draft better than that in that sense, but I think, man, it's an uphill battle. Like this is Crazy has won the draft, and Zoomers, like, they have to play really well. They have to play really well to win this.
I mean, this is make it or break it time too. This is an elimination match. They're already tied up 1-1. So this is for all the marbles. This is to stay in the BTS Pro Series here. Nobody wants to go home.
Look at this ward that Sammy is doing. This one is so cool. He's cutting the trees, and
it's a good one. Not gonna easily get dewarded by the Zeus immediately too, which is also a huge bonus. That's one of the biggest pet peeves I have against playing against Zeus or Slark, is they always know where my wards are.
They did this last game too. Like, they just seem to think this is a good. Well, Monkeys, he places a sentry to block the camp, and he actually ends up getting a ward.
Even
so it's
better.
a free 100 gold in his pocket. That is unfortunate that he was just happening to block that camp in this game. Man, rough.
There's the buzzer here. Looks like it should be an even split in terms of these runes. Nothing too wild so far. A lot of really good blocks coming out here too, with the Earthshaker putting down the fissure, and of course Gunner using his Coraline-esque treants here in the middle lane to help him block a bit too.
That's super easy to block with this hero. If you don't know how to play mid, Nature's Prophet is a great hero to cheese the game. Another D ward, man. Zoomers two D wards right at the start.
All your vision has belonged to them. Playing this a little bit better this time around here. Sammy, you know, popping off with the Metamorphosis, is going to be able to go and hit these creeps. Not going to have to worry too much about getting zoned out this time around. It's going to be a bit of a rough lane here, I think, for KZ too. Husky just constantly going to be stacking up those decays.
It's a bit rough to start, but then, you know, Moon Meander goes for the boots first and then goes for this creep cut, which I think is a very common thing to do against TB because he metas on the first wave. And then it's also something that's very common against Undying, because Undying just destroys your face for the first few waves. So you just cut, split up the lane into two different lanes. Oops.
Husky just trying to challenge a little bit over here against Moon Meander, knows that he's cutting the waves, and just some lane shenanigans, it seems, in this top lane. Bottom lane, though, some moves being placed over here onto Ocean. Have to go drop the cogs, push them back, try to burn a little bit of that mana while they're at it.
This is so many shenanigans happening up here. Good lord.
Don't know which lane to watch.
That's
Probably not the mid. I doubt that mid's gonna be our first blood, but definitely the bottom lane. Yep. All right, there it is. Caught it in the nick of time. Monkey's getting the first blood on Owie here.
Melee support versus Clockwork. Just seems rough. You know, you walk up to him at the wrong timing and he just presses battery on you and then kills you. Especially once he hits that level 3. Battery comes significantly stronger, more than doubles in damage. But HFN, he doesn't really care about this lane. Going back to the melee issue, he's a troll with this 60% blind against 2 melee heroes. He does not care.
HFN just wants to hit creeps. That's all he really cares about right now. Hitting creeps and not having to worry about anything else. It's all going to be down to Owie to make sure that he can get the breathing room that he needs. Otherwise, fairly quiet, though. A little bit of chase over here. Owie gets the Echo Stomp off over into Ocean. Just playing around with him a little bit. Some battery assault coming out from Monkeys as he's just going to try to force HFN away from the wave, but let's really get too close here. And the top lane, again, lots of harass being placed over here on Sammy Boy. Keizo just going right past the tower. They're holding onto the courier, too. They don't want to allow it to get sniped.
This is the one problem with this TV plus Undying lane, is that there's not really anything you can do to stop this constant creep cutting and shenanigans that's happening. Neither of these heroes really have any form of disable.
Oh, but the roll in over here onto Husky. He's gonna try to go heal himself up a little bit. Slowly getting clicked down here by Case. He's got a little bit of extra speed as he goes chasing after him. Looks like he's gonna go for the dive behind the tower, although with the meta coming up, HFN goes down to Monkeys, and now Casey forced to run away, and he is fairly speedy. Not sure they're gonna be able to get this kill on him. TP's coming out though towards the bottom lane, want to force them back. The roll in coming out from Moon Meander, not gonna be able to quite land over onto Ocean. He sidesteps the Echo Stomp, and he knows that he can just TP out, go back home, get full health and mana. No big deal.
And I don't know how that happens.
Nice place they can get that creep wave there over on the side. Kill on HFN?
Yeah, that's just literally getting caught out to the Clockwork. It's really just his damage. I mean, Earthshaker doesn't do anything. He's just a fissure, right?
Right.
That's,
perhaps just a little bit too greedy.
Yeah, I think so. And then Moon is stuck bot now too against the Clockwork. Like, good job, you're shutting down a Clockwork. Who cares?
Yeah.
That is very rough, and nice play from Zoomer so far. Look at Monkeys. He knows. He knows something is up.
Yeah, he sees him. For sure.
Because he has to be here, right? He TP'd in. Like,
yeah, there's nowhere else that he can go.
Here.
Casey, though, just chasing after Husky here. We'll be able to go get Sammy Boy's courier, despite him trying to protect it earlier. 5-minute runes are up. Looks like most of them going over to the side of Crazy.
I suppose you do have this going for you, that Hezu doesn't...
Wrath of Nature does so much damage. Gunner chasing after Moon Meander now. Manages to go throughout the Sprout. They'll get the kill. And it looks like Owie's going to be the next one to fall. So Gunner gets himself a double kill in the mid lane. He's going to be very, very happy with that. The rest of the team is still here. Ocean has a fissure. They're going to try to make moves over here onto Brio. Brio maybe just a little bit too greedy, though. The pushback, though, with the cogs. There he is. There's the Thunder God's Wrath. They'll get the kill on Gunner. Just a little bit too greedy like we talked about. In case he just comes in as the cleanup squad and gets the final kill.
I can't believe that went that way. I feel like that should have been Brile dead.
It should have been a dead Brile.
He was caught out completely. Monkeys kind of messed that up with the cogs.
Uh-oh, Husky. Trying to man fight over here with Moon Meander. Looks like he'll be able to walk away.
I was kind of worried about this, looking at the Zoomers draft, being totally honest, that I don't see Monkeys as much of a, like, sick Clockwork player. I'm sure he can play it. I mean, he can play everything, but it's not like his Death Prophet. It's not like his Bat Rider, you know? Like, he's a very, as you mentioned, he's a specialty player.
Yeah. Just managed to hold Owie in place for a little bit here, but they'll turn around. The Sprout's gonna get used. They'll just force him away.
Look how tanky this Bloodseeker hero is, man. 8 armor at this point into the game. 1000 HP. 77 plus 2 damage. Like, this hero's stats are just way too good. This is half the reason he's such a good offlaner. His stats are insane.
It's just funny that no one picked up on it, like, right away. It took a while. They started to realize, wow, we need to be running this in the offlane immediately.
It's always weird when heroes' roles swap. If he was a carry, everybody would keep picking it, you know, because it's been a carry forever.
Poor Monkeys. He really can't do anything against HFN down here right now. At least not by himself.
No, he's kind of like destroyed his own game by going mid.
Yeah.
And if he gets kills, it's fine because there's something to make up for it. But it's just this fact that he's so underleveled now from walking mid as like a level 4 Clockwork, literally without boots. He doesn't even have boots. So
okay. Even like a position 4 Clockwork at this point would have.
Yeah,
would have those
exactly.
boots. This is rough.
And this is the thing, not to flame Monkeys or anything, but I don't see him playing Clockwork frequently at all.
Sammy boy, just too much damage coming out from the side of Crazy. They used the Rupture, then when they used the Thunder God's Wrath, everything. Does not seem like it's going super great. Is top of the CS though, sitting at 56 and 14. Not horrible. Gunnar also sitting at 55 and 13. So the CS were going pretty okay for the side of the Zoomers, but they do have just so many solutions to kind of deal with what the Zoomers want to do with their draft.
It doesn't get any better as the game progresses. That's the thing, is the way Zoomers need to win this is by snowballing and having an advantage, because I think they're outdrafted. I think their win conditions are countered. So there's going to need to be some crazy good play happening, right? I need to stop saying that. There needs to be some very insane plays happening here from Zoomers to bring this game back, because it does not get easier.
Oh, there's a hook shot though on the back end. They managed to go and find Brile. Ocean just throwing out the vision. Wants to make sure that Aoi can't get over there. The roll in though with the kick out. Coming out with the save here for Brile. He's going to be able to make it away. Although Gunnar, nope, with the Wrath of Nature, does manage to collect and clean up. So we'll try to put some pressure over onto the mid lane. They do have to be careful. KZ is very good at being able to push out lanes, especially when you've got those treants there too. The roll forward though, they'll manage to go silence up Gunnar. Husky's here as well, and that's a lot of damage. Again, nice vision though coming out. We'll be able to hold them into place. A Monkey showing up there with the cogs. They go, they drop the Tombstone Moon, trying to just move himself away from all of these zombies. It's not looking like he's gonna be able to though, as Ocean finds himself that kill. No Echo Slam online just yet though. We'll go for the Enchant Totem. Brile's here. Gonna go drop the Blood Right. This should be a dead Ocean, especially with the nukes. So KZ will be able to go and collect. But a lot of movement towards that mid lane. And while this is going down, you've got Sammy in the bottom. He's just hitting creeps, as is HFN. So both of these cores still hard at work.
Carry battle down here. Yeah, I mean, the thing though is like when you have this situation of TB versus Troll, TB doesn't care about Troll at all. This Troll is for the game, it's not for the TB.
Right.
So definitely favors Zoomers for all of these shenanigans to be happening mid. That play that they made, flaring so that the Nature's Prophet ult could hit, as well as like diving behind a tower for the Zeus, that's what they need to do.
Oh, there's the meta. Getting popped. KZoo now sandwiched in between most of the four Zoomas here. The body blocks come out. That's a big ultimate. The roll in though coming up from Moon Meander. They'll be able to go get the kill onto Husky. And now Ocean, he needs some help. He needs more friends here. As it looks like KZoo will back off for now.
That was kind of cool what KZoo did there. He was like, he was pretending to get body blocked. I could see that he was like literally clicking onto Husky. And he had tons of move speed because he's Bloodseeker. So he could have just ran past. But he was pretending to get body blocked to set up for Moon to come in. He was kind of baiting, keeping Husky in that position. That was very interesting.
It's a fun play for sure. HFN with the double damage over on the mid lane. I'm not sure how you're going to be able to hold this. You don't have the Echo Slam on Ocean yet either. And a little bit of scouting here using the Astral Spirit. A lot of people in the vicinity. No Zeus there though, although he does have that global presence. They'll drop the Tombstone and a Fissure. The hookshot comes in from Monkeys here. This is a little bit scary though. I'm not sure you want to do this. They're just trying to buy a little bit more time here as Moon Meander gets pushed behind the tower. And he's going to get slowed down quite a bit as Husky just starts punching him in the teeth. Monkeys nearby should be able to get the final hit off. Monkeys, though, also to fall with the Zeus making his own rotation here to the mid lane. And this tower, they've got the Cardi. They want to go in for this. If only they had the Echo Slam, that would have been the moment. Ocean, he does have it, but he's ruptured up. He's not going to be able to use it. He's just going to get clicked down here. Try to buy him a little bit more time, but KZoo just clicks on through. Brile finding the opening. And there's no Echo Slam for this tower defense. Nicely played by KZ, replacing that he did have that 6 and rupturing.
I think we've seen a similar thing in basically all of the games with this TB hero, that often he just won't have meta, so he can't show up to defend a tower. So you just lose the mid tower because TB is farming the entire time. And that's kind of the trade. It's like TB farming and not having meta for the mid tower. So I think if you're crazy, you're happy with that. You probably want HFN to not die. He did have his ult, but he didn't want to ult and just run in there, and I don't think he expected Husky to have this max Soul Rip build that people are doing now, which did a lot of damage to him. So you don't want to lose HFN there, but you're okay with taking the mid tower.
You do have to be careful, though. We have a smoke coming out from the side of Crazy. They know that Sammy's been hanging out. We'll sidestep over the side. Owie, though, getting taken down by monkeys. There's so much nuke damage. Sammy can't do anything against this. And we talked about this. This is a very difficult Terrorblade game. Though already you can see Gunner TPing over into the mid lane. They'll use the fortification. They're going to try to just clean up these treants.
I hate to say it, but that's a classic Sammy mistake. And, I mean, he knows it.
There.
Zoomer knows it. Like this is where he kind of makes this is where he like flops in games. This is how he chokes. Is his team is making a play and then he's playing really aggressive still, and just goes for like a little bit too much. He's too greedy.
Needs to chill.
He needs to chill in these moments. It's a bad habit that he has.
Well, we saw that when he was playing the Drow earlier, right? You saw that all the supports had rotated. They know exactly where they are, and they knew that the Drow was all alone, and he is playing very, very forward, despite all that. Ocean, though, rolling, coming out from Momeander, will be able to go get the silence off. There's not too many places that he can really run here in these trees. They drop the blood right, HFN's here, just gonna chop him up, Wrath of Nature to boot, and that's a lot of heroes going after one tiny Ocean. And again, they ping out quick to the middle lane. We know they're all top. Maybe the third time's the charm here. Drop the Earth Splitter. Need one more hit to the tower. I think he's gonna go. Nope. Looks like Gunner's still gonna be able to go get the final hit. Cogs will push back Moon Meander. Nice Echo Stomp though. Slows them down a little bit with the Magnetize. Husky and Monkeys trying to run away. And again, this nuke damage is just absolutely huge. The roll on in coming out from Moon Meander though. Drops another stone. Not gonna be able to get the kill though.
Crazy was just really trying to get some sort of return for losing that mid tower. You never really just want to lose it for nothing. There's always got to be some sort of cost, but Zoomers, they know that, and they do the really nice European sprout on that little hill there, which they've done twice this game. Shoutouts to Gunner, and they protect their team, get the tower for free.
All right, well.
This game doesn't get easier. There's a lot of pressure on the Zoomers to make very cool plays in this game in order to succeed, which they have. I mean, this is a team that does flashy stuff. I mean, they're literally called Zoomers, right? So it's not.
That's not why they're called Zoomers.
Well, no, I mean, like, you know, it's in
technically
Dota,
it's what is it? 3 Zoomers, a vegan, and a Sammy boy now.
True, because he's a boomer now, but
he's a boomer now.
But it's like Zoomers do the flashy things, right? Because they're like young and have like not festered, degraded brains.
I'm not sure about that sometimes, but.
Well, actually, maybe not this team, but
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Moxxie, I don't know what it is. First you're calling these guys clowns, and then apes, and now this is.
It's your toxic NA personality rubbing off on me, dude.
It's all coming out here. It's the core we talked about. The core is coming out. Mm-hmm. The core of Moxxie's toxicity.
Toxie. This is my alter ego.
Oh no.
It's happening.
Oh god.
So what happens after you've casted a month of NA Dota with Purge?
There's not enough alter egos in esports, in gaming.
Remember Chilon Kwa?
Yeah, that was great. He was ahead of his time.
Man,
BSJ is so dog shit.
That's how we know that we're boomers. Okay, Sammy just walking right past KZU here. There's gonna be the roll in though. I'm not sure Sammy was quite prepared for that. His Ghost Boss man. There's just so much damage. Look at this. They actually able to just take down Sammy Boy almost immediately. No Sunder possible here. Gunner, he can't TP out. He's gonna try, but he just cannot escape KZU. Over on the side, Moon Meander's gonna go down as Monkey's forced to run away, but KZU, he's just so fast. He just chases right after him. They'll go right back in again. Husky, he's a big old boy over here. He's trying to get the final hit over on Zabral. Needs one more hit, and there it is. It's a double kill coming out now for the Undying, but he's got to get out of here. He cannot stay for any longer than what he's done already. Does not have a TP though, so he's going to have to go down swinging. And he's buying them a lot of time, but at the end of the day, HFN will be able to get the kill.
Great tombstone on the high ground there, making that fight a living hell for Crazy, but you can see the Zeus counter to the TV with the Bloodseeker, like all of these things, even with the Manta style. He literally just got bursted to death. he had Sunder. He wasn't silenced. It was just damage.
He didn't have anyone to Sunder either, though. Like, he was caught out in no man's land at that point.
He did actually have a vision on the high ground with the tombstone, but it just was, it was too much damage. That's the nuts thing, is that they literally just burst it to death. Which,
that's the power of the Zeus, like you said.
Yeah, with the ET and all of these factors just make Braille do so much damage. And you can see that he's even itemizing. He went for Ether Lens into Yules, into Travels. He's not going for the Aghanims because he knows he's playing to kill the TP illusions, which means that you have to walk in and actually cast your main spells as opposed to just using the Nimbus. So he's building these items to survive, and it almost kept him alive in the last fight.
Surprised that they're still sending Sammy down here the entire time. You roll, they're looking, hoping they can find someone. Do spot out Husky over on the side, Ocean hanging back. There's a lot of people over there. They've got the Blink Dagger too. They're hoping maybe they can find themselves an Echo Slam, but Husky over here on the side is gonna just start getting chipped down, and that ultimate will be able to spot out everyone else here. Sammy's like, oh no, 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 no.
He's got no TP.
I have to get out of here. He doesn't have a TP. Oh God, he's gotta get out as fast as he can. Can he do it in time? Yes, they realize that.
That was almost going to be another classic Sammy there. That was very close. I was ready to say it. Nice smoke from Zoomers here, though, predicting this map rotation that's going to happen from Crazy HFN. He's going to walk right up.
He thought about it. Something feels off. The hook shot comes in, though. They still want it. They're going to push right back over here onto Ocean. Mumiander, and then there's the Echo Slam coming in hot. Do they have the damage, though, is the question. HFN trying to run away. He's still silenced. No, he just ticks down immediately now as Moonmeander and Gunner chasing each other over onto the side. Monkeys will go down, so will Ocean. They'll fight for the sins here. And Gunner, he's not going to be able to TP out, I don't think, because they have the Yules. They have this opportunity to just cancel out his teleportation with a stomp, and there's a lightning bolt to the face.
So that high ground ward there on the triangle, 100% making that hard for Zoomers. If HFN didn't have that ward, he would walk up and he would die, as opposed to that fight going back to their tier 2. So really nice warding, probably from Aoi, I would guess.
Most likely.
But in any case, HFN does go down, but it's for such a huge cost. And next fight, he's going to have his Black King bar, and that's not going to be so easy. You can't just go on him with the Clockwork. You can't just go on him with the Echo Slam. You need to chain stun him perfectly to try to kill him there, because the silence isn't going to be enough.
They're trying to make sure that they're not in the pit. Do you see the Zeus as he goes a little bit close to it, but not in there.
Oh, he's got a Nether Shawl on Bryle. That is some damage. Got the Travels too, plus the 25 move speed talent. So this guy now running at nearly 500 move speed. We talked about him just basically needing to stay alive in these fights in the backline, and this will do it for him. He's even going for a Kaya and Yasha, trying to max out on that move speed. Surprised he's not going for a Blink or a Force.
I'm surprised that we haven't seen more attempts at pickoffs on Bryle, too. Like, you've got an H's Prophet who's got the Orchid completed, you've got a hook shot from the Clockwork, and Bryle isn't playing particularly conservatively. Like, you generally know where he is at any given time.
His team has been playing really well around him. Like, we can see he's up top doing this crazy aggressive shit, right? But Moon Meander's here with him. So, and then, as well as in the fights, he's been playing near HFN, and HFN has been frontlining.
Look at the Power Rangers TPs coming out here. They know they're up top. He's trying to go for the search. Not going to be able to quite find him, though. And that's 3 TPs to the top lane. To the side of Zoomers.
Yeah, they're playing so scared. And Sammy Boy, too, bot lane. That death, as well as the almost death with that TP, it seems to have kind of traumatized him a little bit. He's playing so safe with these illusions down here. And I mean, I suppose he has to. Like, we gave him shit for dying earlier, but it's when you're playing safe everywhere and Power Ranger TPing and stuff, like, you're gonna lose the
you can't respond like that without actually being able to achieve something. But HFN hanging out over here by the Roche pit. Sure, he'd like to go in there. It does have the BKB. He's
got the Morbid Mask, so I think he's just waiting for the Morbid Mask to come out, and then he's gonna Roche.
Nobody's showing in these lanes. They have to realize something's up.
You always see this. good troll players using whirling axes on Roche, even though it doesn't work.
They know that they're smoked up. Look at this. The TP comes out. Bryle, knowing that they're probably going towards this pit. Moon Meander putting his body in between everyone else, but they just aren't going to get there in time, I don't think. All right. We see Ocean considering it. See, the pings are coming out. They want to get in there. They need to get in there fast, though. This Roche is going down any second now, and they're too late. They are 100% too late, although they jump over. All right, Sammy Boy manages to go. They find Moon Meander. They'll take him out almost immediately, and they'll find in over on the side. Gunner jumping in. They have the silence over here onto Casey. Sammy Boy over on the cliff side. He's got the meta. He's got the double damage. He gets the kill on Casey. Hookshot not going to be able to quite connect, though. So, despite everything, they managed to get the Aegis online for HFM, but they end up losing Casey. They end up losing Moon Meander as well.
Beautiful wraparound play there from Zoomers. I can almost guarantee that it was Sammy Boy making that call. Whenever he gets a DD on this hero and you see him frontlining like that, you know that he's just adamantly saying, like, they have rope. This is a good fight anyway. This is a good fight. I have a DD. And just super well set up, too, from Monkeys. Cogsing so that Sammy Boy could hit from the high ground there. Everything about that was really nice from Zoomers. And then they do take over the triangle, but I'm not sure if you can stay here after everybody respawns. Yeah, they have to leave. They've got no meta either.
Roll in though for Moon Meander with the Yules. And making his way over to have the Manta though. Be able to buy himself a little bit more time. The hookshot comes out. They'll hold on to HFN. He's gonna go for the ultimate. The BKB coming out here from Sammy Boy. He's gonna turn his attention back around to Moon Meander. The Fissure comes through though. Will block them off just a little bit. Waste a little bit of HFN's time as he's gonna keep jumping here over up to Monkeys. Monkeys is gonna fall. Can they get the Aegis though? Feels like they just don't want to commit hard on this. They can't quite figure it out. So, all right, they will be able to go take down the Aegis. Moon Meander waiting nearby. The roll forward. They Delta split off to the side here. Husky needing to be careful. There's a blood right over here onto the ground. This is not looking good for this Undying. So he is going to fall. It's a double kill now for HFN as the rest of the team has already just left. You can see Gunner says, all right, that fight, we're not taking it. I'm going bottom. I'm going to try to push in some of these waves, make them respond to me. We don't have to worry about the Aegis anymore, at the very least.
I think, yeah, I think you're pretty happy with that if you're Zoomers, just because the Aegis is gone. And I mean, that was a fight without Metamorphosis. You usually you take a fight without meta. Yeah, you usually lose if you fight without meta. Like you lose the fight. So it's good that now that they have the meta up for the next fight, and there's going to be no Aegis. So if HFN plays to the same level of aggression, and Ocean actually decides to go in and use his Echo Slam, I think Crazy loses that fight, even though the Zeus wouldn't have gotten caught out. Still, just HFN dying is extremely bad at this point. He is super fat.
Well, the hunt is on. I know that Gunner's been playing bottom this entire time, so they're all smoked up, hoping that they can maybe pick him off.
Oh,
it's looking pretty good now. They do spot him. There's going to be opening up with that Yules. And there's the BKB, though, coming out from Gunner. He's just got to get out of there fast enough before they can get the final hit. Yes, he's going to make it out. And that is a, was that his 10-second BKB that he just used? No, this is a 9-second BKB. Not the way you want to use it, but you do want to use it.
Yeah, somebody's...
Oh, the hook shot! Monkey's grabbing up Casey here, just trying to be a little annoying. Doesn't quite have the damage. The Rupture comes out, though. Monkey's gonna TP out. The Yules comes in, but Ocean nearby here. He's trying to go in. He wants to get that Echo Slam off, but again, that Zeus ultimate will cause some problems. This Moon Meander over on the side. Sammy Boy, he's got that BKB up. He's just shredding through Moon Meander. So they'll be able to go find themselves a kill. Gunner's still alive and kicking now. Kazu. Now they whiff the Earth Splitter, unfortunately. Careful. Turn back around again. Throw out one of those reflections here. Jeffen taking a decent amount of damage. They'll have to force staff him away over on the side, though. Kazu's maybe just a little bit too far here. Go for the Echo Stomp. Doesn't matter. Sammy Boy gets the kill over onto Aoi. They don't have the detection, though, for Kazu, so it looks like he's going to be able to make it out alive. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them just push this in a little bit more, although the meta is running out, so perhaps they'll play conservatively.
If Ocean had the range from that easy camp to Echo Slam there, HFN dies, and Crazy might lose a Rax. Legitimately. Like, you can just dive the Zeus, or at least you force HFN buyback, which he doesn't have. He bought out. So that was almost a complete disaster. Gunner's going in. He sees
Oh, boy. Yeah, he does. They spot him. It's going to be the Yules being used again. Let's go. Enchant Totem. Gunner trying to find the opening here. Does manage to go and use the Echo Slam just to boot because they want this Calambrile so badly, but the rest of the team is here. KZU and HFN Monkeys going in, gonna be able to push him right back again over into the tombstone. He's having to pop that. Oh, but they hold him in the trees. HFN, he can't do anything. He's just sitting there with a BKB and he can't hit anyone right now. They're gonna go right back on in again. They do not have the Metamorphosis, though, so maybe HFN's going to be able to outrun him. They use the Force Staff. They're trying to just give him enough distance here. Does have the Phase Boots online, too. Surprised that no one has teleported their way over, trying to find. In fact, they're going to go down instead. They're going to hopefully find themselves KZU. So over in the corner, they need to have, yep, they'll just cancel out the TP. No problem with the silence. No mana left over here on KZU. He's just lost in the woods, and there are some big old scary Zoomers just cutting away on him right now. Down goes KZU.
Not exactly the kill that you want to get, but I think you're very happy with the Brile kill to start that off. He has been, like you mentioned, very difficult for them to catch so far because it's been mostly the other heroes on Crazy getting caught and playing in front of him. But Gunner, with that kind of insane TP into the trees there, he just knew these two heroes that are down here, they can't be down here. All we need to do is set up on them, and we can take this fight. And man, that Sprout versus the Troll, it's one of the most annoying counters in the game. Of course, when you're Troll ulted, you can't use items, so...
And it's so simple. Like, that's the worst part about it.
It's easy. It's very easy. You literally just press Sprout on the guy, and he's done for 6 seconds on a 2-second downtime. It's a very good counter.
Sammy Boy with the double damage. I'm sure he wants to make some moves, but they'll put some pressure down on the bottom tower for the meanwhile.
For the record, I want to point out, I played with Sammy Boy before, and I know how he is with this TBDD thing. Like, he literally plays this hero to... Yes, precisely. He plays... I actually didn't hear. What'd you say?
I said TBDD.
TBDD. To be decided.
No, you're missing one. Oh, Moon, the roll forward, the jump forward from Ocean. This is a dead Moon Meander, plus the Nullifier to boot. Just like that, the hook shot coming in again. They found themselves owie. Try to force down himself away. He's still holding it. Needs to be careful though. They've got the pipe up already. A little bit of a heal being thrown out by Husky. Just go for the Sunder play. Wants to go back in here. He's feeling fresh. He still has about half of that Metamorphosis online. But I don't know. You don't have your Nature's Prophet. Perhaps you back off. It's so funny that he's still holding the DD. It's hilarious because like this guy... He legitimately, this is his win condition for Terrorblade. I'm not even joking. Is a DD rune?
Seriously. This is legitimately how this guy, this is how much this guy plays TB. Is that he like says you need a bottle, and it was back when there was the double runes, at like, what was it, like 30, 40 minutes plus? Yeah. Back when there was the double runes, he was like, yeah, you just wait for a DD and then you end the games. Are you serious? Like, that's your win condition? That's such an absurd thing. But, once again, like, this guy's just a...
How often does he win with it, though? What are the stats on that? Also, Orb of Destruction just got found.
All the time. I mean, it's his best hero. I would assume he's got like a 60% or higher win rate with it in
we can't argue with that,
pro
then,
matches.
Can you?
No. I mean, he knows. I think most players that have played with or against this guy will say, even if they don't like him, that yeah, Sammy Boy TB is something to be afraid of.
All right, well, the double damage is activated. They're ready for this anime battle. Ocean is looking for the opening. Immediately, though, gets burst down. There's no Echo Slam coming in this time around. Sammy Boy now silenced up. He's slowed. The rest of his team needs to come over there, and there's going to be a hook shot being thrown out on the back end, though. They want to try to take down Brile, but he's going to be able to just walk away. Monkey's fairly tanky here. They drop the Earth Splitter. Didn't quite find anything with the roll forward coming out again. Monkeys has no mana left. He's tanky, but he's not tanky enough. It's not looking great. He's going to go down here as they just keep on going through. Gunner trying to fight his way out, but he's just being netted into place. He's next to fall. Husky's just getting chopped down here by KZU. In comes Moon Meander. He's going to try to help out, but it's already dead. So Sammy Boy, the only one to survive this. A bit of a strange engagement coming out for the side of Zoomers, but you're very happy about this, especially the way they prioritize that Earthshaker just not being able to do any of his spells during that fight.
That's the thing, is that this Zoomers draft, you need to do a lot of very difficult to execute things in order to win. I think Earthshaker needs to go in and hit like a 1 to 2 man echo on like the Troll +1 or Brile +1. But if you get him first, I think there's very few conditions where Zoomers wins the fight. And you can see there once again that the rune usage from the side of Crazy this time was very effective for not giving them an into the fight, because he had a haste rune on Brile. So that nice hook from Monkeys was just countered by the fact that Brile was sitting on a bottle of haste.
They're gonna be too late, Monkeys. He's thinking about it. Look at the way that they're body blocking over here on the side. HFN's already snapped it up. This is not looking super great here for Mr. Monkeys. He's silenced, he's getting nuked, he's getting chopped down, and that's a dead Clockwork. And they just throw the tips right back at each other. Oof.
Tip back, yeah.
He's calling him out. He's like, you're supposed to be the PMA, the chosen one, Monkeys. You're supposed to save NA Dota from toxicity. Why are you tipping?
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
No.
Alright, well, that's a great fight going over to the side of Crazy. Got the Aegis online, you still have Cheese.
Look at Sammy Boy's inventory, Moxxie.
Oh, I like this actually.
Interesting. Very interesting.
He's one of the few players that does this actually. A lot of the other Terrorblade players that I've seen in NA will not go for this build. One of the few people that will actually try for it. Huh. Yeah. This could be good.
4-second fear, 1600 radius. That's just above Pudge Hook radius.
Expect the unexpected. Oh yeah, they see Sammy. See the TP's coming in. They want to try to protect this. They want this fight. HFN kind of dancing around. They're kind of unsure right here. Owie. Spot him out. There's a spider leg. Sammy climbing up and around. Gonna go. Oh, Sammy. Oh, no. Oh, it's fine. He gets pushed down over there. BKB's come out. Moon Meander. He's nullified up. That's going to be a dead Moon. Another bounty claimed as he goes. He sunders off over here onto KZU. KZU getting slowed down just a little bit here. Yules, Moon Meander buying right back into the game here, but there's so much damage coming out. KZU sitting on the back end. He will pop as they follow up over here onto Owie. That Wrath of Nature doing a big chunk of damage. Looks like they'll be patient here. Hookshot not quite connecting here from Monkeys Forever as Moon going right back in again. HFN just chopping away, but they don't have the detection. BKB and they just push back. HFN, he can't find the opening. Sammy Boy though, he's just sitting there. He's gonna get taken down as Husky now trying to run away. The rollout. Brile getting the kill over onto Ocean. Husky is gonna get netted up by HFN. Gunner's the only one left standing right now. It's a double kill now for HFN. And over on the side for Mr. Monkeys, witnessing the rest of his team just absolutely slaughtered. We do have buybacks though on Gunner. We have buyback over on Husky now. They're gonna have to probably go for it now. So Gunner gonna try to just put some pressure into the base, see if they can make anyone go home. But HFN, he's got a lot of damage.
Dude,
he's just running. Oh, he's doing. Yes, he knows the way, but he's got to wait for some creeps first.
Straight from here. I think that's a little insane.
I think that's a little bit of some SA flavor going on.
Gunner is split pushing bot. He doesn't do an awful lot of damage.
Enough. I guess they're waiting for Sammy though, right? Because look, they do respect it. They respect it. They back off. They know that the Terrorblade's going to be up soon, so.
Yeah, just take over all the outposts.
Yeah.
Take over the map. Roshan may respawn, because of course he has the Aegis. 5 minutes.
KZU though. KZU showing himself. They need +1 though to get this. They can't just take him out with just Gunner.
Aegis is going to expire soon, and they're going to have Metamorphosis, so not the worst time to go out and try to look to fight. I mean, you get scouted.
They know that there's a smoke. Careful, the roll in immediately, though, on top of Sammy Boy, because he pops Lamanta. Gets a couple nice bashes off here from HFN. They're going to be able to follow up with the Earth Splitter, but again, they've got the BKB over onto Sammy, and there's just 2 different fights going on. HFN, though, going in. They managed to go get the Thunder off. This is not looking for Ocean. Ocean is going to fall here. Gunner being held into place. He's got nothing to save himself, and Sammy sitting so low himself. Is he going to be able to make it out? No. This is not looking good for the Zoomers. Husky's just getting chased down by Brile. He blinks forward. He's got that Glimmer Cape, but it's not going to matter because Brile's hot on his heels, just waiting patiently. Says, Husky, come on, bro. Give me the high five. All right. And Owie ruins the alliance.
Yoink. Takes that kill.
Feels bad, man. HFN's already in the base. He decides, all right, we're just going to go for the finish now. We know the Gunner doesn't have buyback. There's no buyback on the Terrorblade. They'll go to pop the fortification, though.
You could throw here. You could definitely throw here to 3 heroes. It is 4v3.
You still have the Echo Slam, at least. But, I mean, you don't have enough, like, your hard hitters. Where are they? They're dead. on over there?
Oh, Monkey's cut the
Ryle?
wave.
Monkey's doing whatever he can. He's taking a lot of damage on the hook shot. No, it doesn't matter. Bryle gets the kill. They do have buyback, though, over here on the clockwork. So if he wants to get back into this game, he can. They haven't gone for the straight-up throne, though, on the side of Crazy. They're being a little bit careful.
Yeah, the backdoor's kicking in, but this is just the classic troll. Especially with the Bloodseeker amplification, you can quite easily go through backdoor entirely.
There he goes. I like how Casey just does one little, like, boop. We do have Sammy Boy up in a second, though, so Missile Blade completed now for HFN. That is very scary. As if they didn't need any more lockdown for this poor Terrorblade.
Husky pings the throne and says, they can't go through this tier 2, but I believe they're literally just going to go backdoor it. I don't think they're even gonna push the wave out.
I don't know. They're making their way there. Never back there.
And yeah, now they can take megas. This is a big problem whenever you're playing against a troll. Oh wow, they're worried about the smoke wraparound.
They're not even doing it.
They see a DD. Drop the bottle.
Ooh.
That's HFN.
Yes, please. Everybody's like, no, my DD! The Echo Slam comes out here over onto HFN. Can they stun lock him in place for long enough? It's looking pretty damn good, but he manages to go. He gets the ultimate up, immediately following up with the Earth Splitter, grabbing 3 of them over on the back lines. They manage to keep HFN alive a little bit longer. They push him up over into the high ground with that Echo stuff. They're just absolutely slaughtering the Zoomers right now. Sammy Boy looking for this opening. He's got the Sunder up. He wants to kill over here onto Brow. The roll coming out, though, from Moonmeander will slow down Ocean. Sammy, he's just beeline. He's only got eyes for Bryle right now, and he needs to turn back around. He needs to help the rest of his team. They're going right back in. KZ finding the kill, gets the Sunder off over onto Moonmeander, but he's got a Ghost Scepter. It's not going to matter. So he's got his health back up, but he's gone so far right now. Sammy Boy realizing he has to leave Gunner. There's no retreat from him. It's a triple kill now for Keizu. As Sammy just baits his team into the death, it feels like.
They needed to go for something like that, though. And
it's not done yet. HFN. He's got the Abyssal Blade. Doesn't see him, though. Dagon Keizu. Oh, Lord.
The problem is the troll has the Battle Trance Dispels talent, so he was just baiting the whole time. You just press that, and for some reason it doesn't say in the talent that you can use it while stunned, but you can.
That seems like a very important thing to mention.
Yes, it's like the ABBA ult.
Yeah. All right. We don't have the Echo Slam up for another 20-something seconds. This is going to be very difficult for the Zoomers to force HFN out of their base. Sammy Boy just trying to get them off of the tier 4s over there. Monkey's doing whatever he can. Can't do a whole heck of a lot. 13 seconds till the Echo Slam's back up, though. Sammy Boy has to be careful. That is Megas.
Sammy needs a Rapier at this point if they want to win. I don't know. Then again, I don't know if the Rapier is enough either. You're still just going to die to the Zeus.
The Zeus is a problem. They need to pick off the Zeus. They need to get Bryle out of the equation as soon as possible, because then they can probably handle everything else. It's tough, but the Zeus, he nukes down Sammy so badly.
Yes, and
that's
Sammy
why bought out.
He switches from a Scotty, which, of course, it's just more effective HP against a Zeus who does percentage damage, to an Abyssal Blade. He's going to try to jump him on the back line and catch him with the Abyssal into possibly Fear. So, I mean, he's really far away from it. I think this game is going to end before he gets the Abyssal.
I spot him out immediately. HFN, he's already finished up. Immediate smoke out. Needs to get back into their base. Satanic finish now for this troll, too. I think he also has a Paladin sword to boot. Yeah, he does. So hard. What's their play here? Gunner? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, the BKB coming from Gunner. He's got to run. He's just going to TP back into the base. Their base is looking mighty empty right now. Smoke coming out from the side of Crazy, hoping that they can catch them off guard. HFN's just walking on in, though. Does have that Aegis. He's got the Satanic. He's got an Abyssal Blade. He's got everything a growing troll needs. Casual Fissure being thrown out from Ocean. Slow him down a little bit, but look at this positioning coming out from the side of Crazy. They're ready to fight. They're ready to battle. What can they do? A whole lot of anything. They're trying to go around. They're going on the backside here. Husky and Ocean. Looking for the opening. They jump forward. They find Ryle. Again, this is the #1 target, but again, the 4-step, he just gets forced right forward and again over on the back lines. HFN just fighting away, and Ryle, he's still alive over to the side. No, they finally managed to take him down. They're going to go for the buyback now. So Yule's up HFN. They don't have their Zeus here. Slow down Husky. The roll forward again coming out from Moonmi, and this is not looking good. They'll be able to go find that kill. There it is. There's the ultimate. Ocean just gets nuked down. Monkey's getting chased away. As Sammy Boy and Gunner, they have to run into their base. Case is just dominating. Buyback comes out for Monkeys Forever. They need to just go and defend this throne, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it. They're just too strong. They're too powerful. The tip's coming out over against Monkeys now as they're trying. Look at the spear. It's doing a lot. HFN, though, turning right back around because they have the Nullify. But they also know when they have the Lincolns, they'll turn right back around over onto Monkeys. Monkeys, he can't do anything as Gunner just gets shut down in his prime. Monkeys tried, cannot do it. Sammy running back into the base. It is the GG. They want this murder on Sammy Boy, though, and it's looking like they're not going to be able to get it in time, but they do manage to go and secure themselves the victory.
Similar to the second game, except I think just the other in reverse. It was just a mirror of the second game where you have this just wonderful draft that has counters and it has synergies. And then you throw in this troll that has this Battle Trance Dispels talent against all of these stuns, and I was struggling to find something to say that was positive, like what Zoomers could do. And usually I'm the rapier guy. I'm always like, oh, you can win with the rapier. I didn't see anything in that game. It was just delay the game until you lose eventually. It's the Zeus. The whole draft from Crazy was just fantastic. And Zoomers, they had glimpses of, they were doing really good things, but I think the odds were stacked against them in that game. And I think they would agree to that. They would say we got outdrafted and we did our best. And I think Crazy today also was like 100% putting on a show. Like they're feeling themselves right now because, man, they've been playing fast. They've been immediately smoking. They've been immediately picking people off. When before there was some chicken with their heads cut off sort of situation. that was not them today.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were playing 100% on point.
No, I would say that their drafts today for Crazy especially have just been so good. We talked about Aoi kind of baiting out that Drow pick in the first match, second game. They did, hit their stride again over on the 4 Zoomers. They had a lot of comfort picks, but just this last game, picking up that Zeus, picking up the Elder Titan, just absolutely destroyed the Terrorblade. He wasn't able to do anything. He just got nuked down so fast. And they tried to find solutions. It was just a hard game. The drafts were just looking way too good coming out from Crazy. So, very well played coming out from them. They're going to continue. And unfortunately, we are going to say goodbye to the 4 Zoomers boys. They put up a good fight, but unfortunately, this is where their battle for winning the BTS Pro Series ends. So we are going to start to shift gears now. We do have another match coming up for you. And we're going to shift it over to I believe it's a South American, a Brazilian versus Quincy crew match. It's Team Brazil versus Quincy. And when we come back from break, we will have that game for you.